Arcane didn't just change the landscape of Piltover and Zon. It redefined the world of animation and set a new standard of excellence. Now, what if I told you that season 2 was even better? Would that pique your interest?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Well, here's everything you need to know about Arcane Season 2. Yo, my name is AJ, and if you love TV, movies, and anime, you're in the right place. Just when I thought Arcane couldn't get any better, League of Legends and Netflix dropped its masterpiece. Not only did they upgrade and refine the animations, but they added so much more depth to the characters. That goes for crowd favorites like Jinx and Vi, and the new characters that they introduced this season. They took the time to break down everything, from their ambitions to their strengths and weaknesses, giving us a true understanding of what makes them tick. So when their moment arose, they took full advantage of it and gave us the epic show that we all deserve. But before we get too deep into the weeds of what makes this series amazing, we have to discuss some of the unfinished business from season 1. Some might even say that they had some housekeeping to take care of. And by housekeeping, obviously I mean they have to figure out what they're going to do about Jinx. I mean, she literally blew everybody up at the end of season 1. So it's only natural, right?
What could have been?
Political intrigue was one of the key pillars that made season 1 so interesting. The same holds true for season 2. But instead of trying to consolidate power in the midst of a technological boom with the introduction of Hextech, they explored the shift in power in the form of martial law.
Wrath must be met with wrath. You must declare martial law. Appoint a general to lead until this threat is vanquished.
Arcane is a series full of conflict, whether it's the man versus nature kind of conflict that Jace and Victor have with the Arcane, or if it's more of the interpersonal kind that Jinx, Vi, and Kate have. Regardless of which one you want to focus on, they do a great job of addressing each situation. Addressing it with a level of care that makes each episode impactful.
To this day!
Speaking of impact, season 2 of Arcane was all about action. There was no more room for theory, for better or for worse. By breaking season 2 into a 3-part masterpiece, they were able to progress the plot, but also set a certain level of anticipation. That by itself is a difficult thing to repeat, let alone live up to.
You can say that again.
One thing I wish that we had gotten a more clear-cut answer on though, was the mystery of the Arcane itself. Sure, we got a better visual representation of it, but I was expecting Victor's role to have a little bit more dialogue. You know, breaking it all down, and more so directed at the Arcane itself.
Do you believe in fate, Doctor? Guided by an invisible hand, not the combat nature, but the superseded, the final, glorious evolution.
What the hell did you just say?
The nature of the situation obviously played a big part in discerning it, you know, for myself, but they decided to keep the secrets of the Arcane close to the chest. The more interesting storyline, in my opinion, was the one between Echo and Heimerdinger. Mainly because who doesn't love a good multiversal moment?
We don't know that guy.
We thought we did.
Plus, it felt more finite than Jace jumping ahead in time. Now, I won't lie, I'm still a little hazy on the details of both escapades, but I know I loved every second of it. One of the running themes of this season was sacrifice, which speaks volumes in comparison of season 1. You can have the pick of the litter. In almost every instance, there was a situation that called for a certain level of sacrifice. And what's crazy about those moments is that they didn't have a heroic tone to it. It came more from a place of desperation than heroism. Because at the end of the day, they've all lost so much. It's a very distinctive change in approach to the story, especially when you look at the state of Piltover and Zon. Fighting a war on two fronts is never a recipe for success, but it made for a crazy good show.
No, God! No,
No! God, please, no! No!
Now, if you want to hear a more in-depth conversation about Arcane Season 2, definitely check out the Why I'm Geek show here on YouTube or your favorite podcast app, because it really took everyone to make this show pop like it did. There were so many quotable moments, and don't even get me started on the music. I'm telling you, this is must-see TV, and possibly show of the year if you ask me, which is why I have no choice but to give Arcane Season 2 a 10 out of 10 G-File score. Now, I know that they said this specific story is over, but hopefully they continue this series with some kind of spinoff. Because let's keep it a buck, man. There's too many characters in League of Legends for things to end here. Plus, you know what they say, no body, no crime. So if by some miracle Jinx survived, I'd love to see her make another appearance, even if it's just to wreak havoc for one episode. Regardless, this show went crazy, and I can't wait to run it back. But that's all I got for Arcane Season 2. If you enjoyed this video, here's another one that we think you would like. But before you go, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to see one of my weekly reviews. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Boom shakalaka.